Coming up on 536 today, the South Carolina Board of Education could take the first step to making the state's special needs buses safer. The board will meet at 1 today in Columbia to vote on a first reading of a new regulation that was supposed to require an adult attendant on every special needs bus with restrained children. The need for this stems from Queen City News' The Longest Ride investigation. Here's Chief Investigator Jody Barr.
The Longest Ride investigation revealed what happened when two restrained, nonverbal autistic children were both assaulted more than 100 times in a single day. It happened on board a Chesterfield County bus in 2018. The attacker was an older, unrestrained child, a child the district knew had documented behavioral problems. The attack on Autumn Engel left her with bite marks and bruises, with injuries literally from head to toe. The bus driver told investigators he didn't see anything. There was no other adult on the bus that day. The school district and the state education department paid $2.5 million to settle the lawsuits stemming from these bus rides.
It reminds me of like prisoner of war just being tortured to get some information from them. But this is my daughter on a school bus.
4 years old.
4 years old.
And she can't speak?
No. All she could do was scream. And she was screaming. I mean, blood-curdling screams. That's why I can't watch it. The biggest things I would love to see is assistance always on special needs buses, just to protect and aid that driver, to have that driver's back.
If the state fails to put this in stone, to force districts to do this, could what happened to your daughter happen to another child at any day?
Yeah, and it will. It will eventually.
How do we know it hasn't?
We don't, because these kids can't talk.
From the arms all the way down to the legs.
State Representative Richie Yao filed a bill to force every district to put an adult attendant on every special needs bus with restrained children. But the State Department killed his bill, telling lawmakers instead of making a new law, the DOE could create a regulation instead. The regulation the DOE handed to lawmakers doesn't require anyone to do anything. As written, the reg tells districts they should put aides on buses if an aide is available. The longest ride is something neither the State Superintendent of Education, the State Board of Education chairwoman, or the board itself will agree to talk with us about.
My name's Jody Barr. I work with Queen City News out of Charlotte. Can we talk to you for a few seconds?
I am so sorry, but I do have another meeting and I'm already late for it.
I actually emailed you twice in February and never heard back from you, so if we could walk with you.
Well, the communication department end up responding on that behalf.
Whoever wrote this regulation, I would say they should be ashamed, but that would imply that they have the capacity for shame. They've had their chance to fix this. They haven't. The General Assembly needs to step in and do it. I mean, that's what we elect them for. If we're not electing and sending people to Columbia to keep the most vulnerable children in our schools safe, why are we sending them?